further theme of Deuteronomy is the emphasis on love. Weinfeld points out that the Assyrian treaties stress the vassal's love for the crown prince, but there's never a reciprocal love by the crown prince for the vassal. And Deuteronomy differs in this respect. Deuteronomy emphasizes God's gracious and undeserved love of Israel, and that's expressed in his mighty acts on Israel's behalf. The Deuteronomist makes it clear that God's great love should awaken a reciprocal love on Israel's part, love of God. Love of God here really means loyalty. The word that is used is a word that stresses loyalty. Love and loyalty are mere abstractions, however, without some sort of vehicle for their expression. And the vehicle for their expression then is God's Torah, the sum total of God's teachings and instructions and laws and guidelines which are supposed to ensure long life and prosperity in the land. That idea is found in a very important passage known as the Shema. This is a passage that's really a central expression of the love of God in Israel. And it's been singled out as a central part of the Jewish liturgy at a very early stage and continues to this day. It's so called because of the first word of the passage. It's in Deuteronomy 6, it begins in verse 4, and the first word is hear, Shema. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh is our God, Yahweh alone. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. So love and loyalty to God is the foundation of the Torah, but Torah is the fulfillment of this love and loyalty, studying it and observing it and teaching it and transmitting it. Another key idea that occurs in Deuteronomy is the idea of Israel as the chosen people. This is what we find it here for the first time. It's an expression of the particularity of Israel and its unique relationship with God. And that uniqueness is expressed by this term, bachar, which means to elect or to choose. This is the first time we encounter this. Yahweh has chosen Israel in an act of freely bestowed grace and love to be his special property. Deuteronomy 10, verse 14. Mark, the heavens to their uttermost reaches belong to the Lord your God, the earth and all that is on it. Yet it was to your fathers that the Lord was drawn in his love for them, so that he chose you, their lineal descendants, from among all peoples, as is now the case. This idea may be rooted in the ancient Near Eastern political sphere, in which sovereigns would single out vassals for the status of special property. And in fact, the word used is a word we do find in Exodus. But Deuteronomy contains statements of national pride, national exaltation, and unlike the priestly materials, which portray holiness as a future goal to be attained through the observance of God's Torah, you shall be holy to me by doing the following things, Deuteronomy speaks of Israel as holy now, and thus bound to the observance of God's Torah because of their holiness. You are a holy people to me, therefore you should do. So to put it, and this is perhaps to put it too crudely, for the priestly source, holiness is a goal to be attained through obedience to God's Torah. For Deuteronomy, holiness is a status to be lost through disobedience to God's Torah.